About a year ago, I had an idea for the next Souls title in a video where I simply said French. I think it's high time I expanded on that. Of course, it probably doesn't need much expansion, but French names, architecture, clothes and armor, and references to their folklore. However, unlike previous titles that mainly had a medieval aesthetic, I would take inspiration from a later era, something like Revolutionary France. Just like Bloodborne, this game would also have guns. Specifically musket-type guns that can switch between melee and range mode, akin to the rifle spear. Spears, swords, axes, and maces that all have a musket mode. These weapons run on mad powder, which is essentially gunpowder, but it can refill automatically. And your main healing item are healing spices, bottled liquid that tastes like cinnamon and strawberries. Now, what's the story? Well, the world has been attacked by an evil mage who coveted the throne, killing the king in the process. You play as the Soul Cursor, a soulless being who cannot be affected by certain mage spells. Unknown to the enemy, your soul is bound to the space, an interdimensional plane that you can access at any time. The Wicked Mage is still more powerful than you, so you need to get stronger before facing her, of course. To do this, the main currency comes in. Stars. They're an item of light that hold much more value in this land, and are carried by everyone, including enemies and bosses, which can be used to level up your stats and buy equipment. The main setting is Arteri, a kingdom built on a high mountain with a city around it. The land is interconnected just like Lordran. Getting to the hardest area is just as easy as getting to the easiest, and in doing so you can pick up nifty equipment and make some shortcuts. Both enemies and bosses are designed after cryptids that specifically originated in France. The first boss being Atax, a bull-like creature, and a common enemy is the Aukerbelts, a goat demon. Classes include Soldier, Warrior, Magician, Priest, Thief, and Unknown. Unknowns are serviceable, no special weapons, unless you count metal pots that you stuff your hands in. NPCs are few and far between. Most of them are hidden away to avoid new dangers. But each one has a questline that ends in useful reward, and changes the ending depending on your choices. There are only two endings, one where the Wicked Mage's soul is trapped for however long, and the other involves taking the mage's soul as your own so that you can become the next ruler of the world. And yes, you can swim.